Today we're making a cheesecake rice pudding. Let's get started. This is a stovetop recipe. In the pan here we cooked 2 cups of rice. Well, we have 2 cups of rice left. It's already been pre-cooked. It is chilled, it's been overnight. We want to use leftover rice. To that we're going to add 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sugar, 3½ cups of heavy whipping cream. And we'll cook this over medium heat, stirring occasionally. We'll cook this for 25 to 35 minutes. Okay, over here, this is cooked. We've cooked this about 35 minutes. And as you can tell, it's thickened up. What you want to do is take a wooden spoon in there and see how I can do that. That's kind of what we want to do. All right, now we're going to temper an egg. We have 1 large egg here that we've beaten. Let's take a little bit of our sauce there, and we're slowly mix that in. We want to heat that up just a little bit. And that's just because we don't want it to be scrambled eggs in our pudding. Of course, if you like scrambled eggs in your pudding, you can go ahead and do that. We'll do 1 more. Just heat the egg up. You can see it's just a little bit of steam coming up off the egg. Perfect. We're just going to slowly stir that in. Alright, once we get all of our egg in there and mix it well, we're going to bring this to a boil. It's all stirred in. Alright, let's bring that to a boil. If you look there, you can tell that our pudding is beginning to boil. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn off our heat. And we're going to move our pan here off the heat. Give it a nice stir. To that, we're now going to add another ½ cup of heavy cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Give this a little stir, and this is right here is what you would have as your traditional rice pudding, except if you want to add just a little bit of cinnamon. But we're going to make ours the cheesecake style. So what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And our measurements on this one may not be exact. Give that a nice mix in as well. So we get all those little lumps out. And then we've taken 6 ounces of cream cheese. We've let it become room temperature, and then we've cut it into little pieces here. We're just going to dot the top of that. And that's just going to help that cream cheese melt faster in our pudding. It's also a great reason to get your hands all messy. Give that a nice stir. Melt that cream cheese in your rice pudding. If you wanted, you could add a little cinnamon to it, kind of make it like a churro cheesecake, but we're just going to go, for us, we're just going to go with the traditional style today. It's going to take just a second for that to all melt out. Alright, we've got all that all done. It smells delicious, and if you take a look how nice and creamy that looks. We're going to take a bowl here, Place it into our bowl. We're going to leave just a little bit in the pan because we're going to taste that and eat that before it gets done. But then we're going to take this and we're going to put a little piece of saran wrap across the top of it, and we're going to stick it in the refrigerator and we're going to let it chill. You can either serve it warm, you can serve it at room temperature, or you can serve it cold. We're going to serve ours more cold. Now, whenever you do that, you don't want the skim on top of your pudding. So what we're going to do is, while it chills, we're going to place the plastic wrap right on top, just like you would guacamole or any other pudding. We're going to set this in the refrigerator just for a couple of hours. We have let our rice pudding cool. Peel that off. Look at that, perfect consistency. And I can tell you from us eating what was outside that pan, or what was left over in the pan, that this is going to be absolutely delicious. You've got to give this recipe a try.